Honorable Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America. Mr. President, my name is Mody Sory Barry, and I am the President of the International Coordination of Futa Shalom for Human Rights and Sustainable Development in the Republic of Guinea, CIFD. On behalf of our organization and the people we represent, I request your patience and consideration regarding the undocumented Guinean migrants currently residing in the United States. We want your administration to postpone or cancel any planned deportation of Guinean nationals for the following critical reasons. 1. Humanitarian and political context in Guinea. Many of these migrants flee the Republic of Guinea under life-threatening conditions. Since gaining independence in 1958, Guinea has suffered under an unbroken chain of authoritarian regimes, from Sékou Touré to Alpha Condé, to now, under the leadership of Mamadi Doumbouya. The country has known only military roles, ethnic persecution, and state-sponsored terror. Under these regimes, there have been mass killing of innocent protesters, arbitrary arrest and torture, sexual violence used as weapon of war, nighttime raids, looting, and extrajudicial killing, the banning of political parties and independent media, a total breakdown of constitutional order and human rights. Since seizing power in 2021, Mamadi Doumbouya, a former member of the French Foreign Legion, has escalated repression, suspended the constitution, and ruled by decree. The promises of a democratic transition have been broken. He is now preparing to run for president after manipulating the electoral system, eliminating the political parties, and violently silencing dissent. 2. High risk of civil war. The current trajectory of the Republic of Guinea is unsustainable and explosive. Ethnic tensions are being weaponized. Security forces have become instruments of personal power rather than protectors of the people. The use of tribal militia and exclusionary politics have laid the groundwork for a potential civil war. Without international attention and action, the country risks plunging into chaos. 3. Economic mismanagement and corruption. Despite having over 2/3 of the world bauxite reserves, more than 50 billion metric tons of the highest quality, more than 12 billion metric tons of high-grade iron ore, significant uranium, gold, and diamond deposit, enormous hydroelectric potential, the Republic of Guinea remains among the poorest nations on earth. Corruption is rampant. The successive governments have exploited the country's wealth, funneled profit offshore, and left the population impoverished. Even as bauxite exports skyrocketed from 20 million metric tons in 2010 to more than 147 million tons in 2024, with projection of 200 million tons by 2026, none of the revenue has benefited to the people. 4. My personal involvement. As a graduate of Michigan Technological University in 1995, with a master in mineral economics and engineering administration, I returned to the Republic of Guinea with a vision to build an integrated bauxite alumina industry. I developed and led two major projects. Global Alumina Project, with an output of 5.2 million metric tons a year, and Alcan Alumina Project, with a capacity of 4.5 million tons, divided into 3 lines of 1.5 million tons each. I personally negotiated with investors and served as general manager of the Alcan project. Unfortunately, these projects were sabotaged by corrupt officials and undermined by the regime's decision to allow raw bauxite export to China, destroying years of economic progress. 5. Why the Guinean flee and why they need protection. The Guinean, especially the youth, flee because of violent repression, persecution, and death, hunger, poverty, joblessness, and lack of hope for the future. They risk death in the desert, drowning in the Mediterranean, or exploitation on the migrant route to the US. These are not economic migrants. Many are refugees in the truest sense. 6. Call for action and cooperation. Mr. President, we respectfully urge you to suspend deportation of undocumented Guineans, recognize humanitarian crisis in Guinea, support return to democracy and stability. The United States has a long history of cooperation with Guinea, particularly through this Compagnie de Bauxite de Guinée, CBG, where Alcoa and Alcan have invested since 1963. Our economies are linked, and your strategic interest in our minerals will only grow. The Republic of Guinea needs a political stability to become a reliable economic partner. We believe that the path to reducing irregular migration lies not in deportation, but in addressing the root causes: dictatorship, persecution, and lack of opportunity. 7. A proposal of a new framework. Mr. President, if we free our country from dictatorship, if the Republic of Guinea become a normal country, if democracy, where we respect the human rights, we are working with your administration to establish a win-win partnership framework, promoting the local processing of a sizable part of our minerals, industrial development, job creation, and economic diversification. This is the path to prosperity in Guinea and the best strategy for curbing forced migration. Mr. President, the situation is urgent. The future of the Republic of Guinea hangs in the balance. We count on your leadership, your moral compass, and your commitment for justice, democracy, and peace. Please do not allow deportation that may send innocent people back to violence and death. We look forward to your response and open to dialogue. Thank you, Mr. President.